Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Kurt Franklin right here. We got the one and only Pastor Haynes. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley. Way to start us off, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I know you got a good word this morning.
Oh, God bless you, Ricky. This song lets us know that life ain't fair. This song lets us know that pain is inevitable. This song lets us know that when life hurts, God is still up to something. Why? Because God tailors life in such a way that God knows exactly what we need to become all that God intends for us to become. God allows things to happen. God orchestrates circumstances. And God does it just for me. God does it just for you, just for me, just for you. What does God do? God allows crises in order to facilitate changes, because God recognizes for us to grow, to become more than what we've been. God every now and then allows us to go through something so that we grow through what we go through, so that changes are made. And God chips away at those things in our lives that are not like God, that are contrary to whom God intends for us to become. And so God is good enough so that God may not create a crisis, but God can creatively use a crisis to bring changes out of that crisis, so that we're bigger and we're better, we're stronger and we're wiser. We grow through what we go through. Why? Because God, just for us, allows a crisis in order for us to change. But not just that. This song goes on to say, not only does God use crises for our change, but God uses pain for our gain. I like that right there, because life hurts. Let's be real. Life is filled with heartbreak and disappointment. Life will hurt you, but guess what? It's through our pain that we gain. It's through what hurts us that God somehow uses it to help us. And someone is listening even right now. Life has hurt. Your heart has been broken. But here's the good news. We gain through our pain. Why? Because what God does is God says, no, life ain't fair, but I'm faithful, and I'm faithful enough to give you what you need to grow through what you go through and to gain from your pain. And that's the word I give to every hurting person. And that is, this ain't no time to give up. This is a time for you to look up. And when you look up, God will give you the strength to step up, because now you know that everything that has happened to you, just for you, God was up to something that would grow you, that would bless you, that would change you and make you into everything that God would have you to become. God, I'm thankful that you did all of that just for me.
Man, that was beautiful this morning, Pastor Haynes. Thank you so much. Pastor Haynes, let everybody know how you could be reached.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. You can catch me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. My handle is @FHUnscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and I got messages on my YouTube channel, which is also Frederick Haynes.
There it is, man. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Have a great.
So, I think it's safe to say that most of y'all on here are kind of worldly and sophisticated when it comes to food. You know, y'all always trying to do different stuff and doing new things, as opposed to me. You know, I just kind of like what I like and I stick to it. This is a Facebook conversation, by the way. Is there that one thing, or is there something that people eat that you would never try, or you would never have a desire to put in your mouth, no matter what? I mean, if your mama life depended on it, because with me, there's a couple of things that people like that I just will not eat. I can't do it.
Yeah. For me, Special K would be sushi. I'm good.
What?
I love sushi.
Yeah, I know. I know. I can't do it.
You know what it is for me, though?
It's pretty nasty to me.
I can't eat. I can't try avocado. I don't even know if I'm avocado. I can't
Really?
eat
You say avocado.
It could be good.
Wow. I can't do sauerkraut, y'all. Sauerkraut, ew.
Yeah, me either, Brad.
It's like sour spoiled cabbage or something. Like
we on a roll. I'm agreeing with everything.
I've never tried sauerkraut.
It's chitlins for me.
Yeah, me
like
either.
Chitlins.
Oh no. Okay.
I tried chitlins before I tried pig feet. I can't do pig feet.
Yeah, I do chitlins.
Little knuckles. I can't do it, Rick.
Yeah. Pigtails. My mama eat all that.
Gary, we're going to exclude you from this conversation because we all know what you won't eat.
That's right.
Gary. So Gary, you can go get you a cup of coffee.
Okay, I'm gonna put my finger up and walk away.
We talking about eating something that everybody loves. Yeah, boy. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, joke of the day. Joke of the day. Joke of the day. All right, Rock, you ready?
Let's go, man.
All right, come on.
This the one that's gonna do it right here.
What do gay horses eat?
What do gay horses eat?
Hey!
Oh my God, that's older than life.
Oh, and hell, Brad.
So, oh my
Hey,
God.
but it's still funny though.
No.
To who? Oh, that was funny, Rob.
It was quick.
Oh man.
That was funny. He got right to it.
Yeah, exactly. Say it again, Kay.
He got right to it.
Yes, sir.
Slid right into that punchline.
And I knew it was going to be. He said, "What do gay horses?" I said, "What do gay horses eat?" Gay, like right to it. Boom, 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 boom.
Everybody.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's old, but it's better to do an old show and that's funny than a long new one that ain't funny. Rock T, you have done your job.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. The prayer warriors, really, Ricky, y'all, are being solicited for Kanye West, y'all. They're saying that he's in the throes, honey, of a serious bipolar episode. Now, they're saying, y'all, that people around him are concerned, y'all, that it has impacted his decision-making, and some of the things, y'all, that he has said in the last week or so. Now, some people are saying, sources are saying, y'all, that he suffers a serious bout with his bipolar disorder, usually once a year, and people are very concerned about it, which, you know, is really true, though, Ricky, because like they're saying, if you recall, now back in, what was it? Was it October last year or what have you? They're saying, you know, when Kanye was on TMZ and he said that he was not going to take his medicines, he said because he didn't want to take his bipolar medicine because it made him feel stuffy, he said, and he was not creative, so he stopped taking it and stuff. And you know, I believe that. You know, I know that because, you know, I went through the same thing and still go through the same thing once a year.
Right.
And you know, when hell, I used to didn't take my medicine, used to really get on my nerves. But we just got to keep him lifted up in prayer, honey, because it's a very sad thing. So you know that he's going through, and yes, he may be doing some things that sound crazy with the president, but he does definitely need to take his medicine or whatever, because you do feel. Some people think that, you know, it make them feel stuffy and all that stuff, and you know, so I understand it. So
well, how does the medicine make you feel, Gary?
It makes you feel, well, my medicine, because, you know, I take lithium. Lithium it keeps me balanced. If I didn't take my lithium, you know damn well everybody was being cursed out for the day.
Yes, sir.
You know, and
we all know.
And if I, you know, but if I take it, it keeps me balanced. But you still sometimes kind of go off a little bit on the Richter or whatever. But it's not as bad as it is if you take it and stuff. So that's why I have to take mine every day. So because I just recently had an episode, y'all didn't know about it, but I kind of did. So
they had to take you to the hospital?
Huh?
They had to take you to the hospital?
Yes, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Ricky, because I just was not. I was sleeping like just continuously and stuff. And this is the honest truth. I woke up one morning with a damn beard. I'm like, where in the hell this come from? Because I wouldn't take it.
You woke up with a beard?
Like
with a beard. I was growing facial hair. I'm like, where in the hell this come from?
And what'd you do?
I shaved it off. I'm like, let me get this out of my face quickly. You think I'm
It's
gonna walk
beautiful,
around with that?
Gary.
Well, it ain't beautiful
Woke up
for me,
looking like
honey.
Rick Ross.
No, sir, honey. So I heard and got that out of my damn face. I'm like, where did this come from?
You gonna get kicked out of sorority?
Baby, the queens would have been like, girl, wait a minute now. We confused now. Which one are you? So I had to be sure, honey, that I'm still
God,
the smooth
Gary.
face, honey. So, no, ma'am.
Speak, Lord.
So we just got to stay in prayer.
I was trying to tell you something, Gary.
Well, girl, he wasn't going to tell me that
Speak,
thing, baby.
Lord.
When I saw it, I cut it off my face,
speak
honey.
to me.
Moving on, y'all. Another celebrity news, y'all. K. Michelle, y'all. They're saying, y'all, that she's been being abusive and homophobic, y'all, toward a stylist, y'all. Now, this stylist by the name of Hollywood Larry, honey, he said, y'all, you know, in the video that he styled K. Michelle for her video, he said, and she humiliated him. And then he said this girl threw a vase full of birds of paradise allegedly out at him. Honey, could you picture that, Brett? Baby, this girl was styled.
Them are good flowers.
Good flowers, baby. They say, baby, Miss K. Michelle was being styled, and he styled this girl, honey, and evidently she must didn't want to pay him. He said, because she still has, as of yet, to pay him. And he probably told this girl, honey, I already did this French roll for you, girl, and you ain't paid me. And, baby.
Now, how much they cost, Brett?
A lot of money.
Honey, them expensive, honey.
Yes.
I sent Gary a couple of them,
too.
and that vase arrangement was about $300.
Big flower.
Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
How long do they last?
They last a while.
They last now.
I'm about done now. They're about done the ones I
You've
had.
seen them before, Ricky,
honey.
but you think they plants because they're so big.
Right.
Yeah.
They're huge.
They grow on the road in L.A., honey. They grow like grass in L.A., honey.
You never see them at the cemetery, do you?
Oh, no, you don't. Baby, you see some carnations and things, honey.
I tell you, it's a big mama them plastic ass flowers and laid on that grave and walked off, and then they'd be there until next Mother's Day.
The last florist queen coming through there, baby, taking them birds of paradise out.
I got to look that up. They're birds of paradise.
Yes, they like orange and like a little blue. They are fabulous.
They stand up.
honey.
They
Orange
look
and
like
purple
birds.
in there.
Yes,
Wow.
honey.
Yeah, like a bird.
Baby,
Okay.
when I got mine from Bradbridge, I was like, all right, baby, it's on the table for a month.
Yes,
But
for
it-
longevity.
Yes, honey. But it was cute though. But y'all, let's keep Hollywood Larry lifted in prayer, y'all. That K. Michelle just give him his money.
That's
or
Larry
whatever.
that do hair, Eva.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a
from
minute. For
Chicago?
real? Y'all know him?
No, not our Missy Larry. Not our Missy Larry. Not
Okay,
that
okay.
Larry.
I thought that was
That's
my
Larry
Larry.
Sims.
Okay.
No, not our Larry. This is Hollywood Larry here in Atlanta. But he's still a stylist. He's a wardrobe stylist, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus, Lord.
Baby,
We can't throw flowers at the
You can't be throwing flowers. Honey. They say, give me
I'm
my
a bird
flowers.
of paradise.
Okay.
And my final story, y'all. Ricky,
Throw
you
some
need to call.
carnations.
Okay, well, baby, the carnation. Girls look at those like, But anyway, Ricky, call your girl Erica Badu, baby. This girl is speaking now. She's saying, honey, that her body part is the fountain of youth, honey. And she went on and on. And so I tell you 3 wonderful wishes that you may have, honey, with her. And I'm like, wait a minute, Miss Badu, girl, honey, that's a little bit too much.
I'm with it.
Yeah, call her, please.
I believe that.
I bet you are.
That Erica is fine.
Yeah.
But I can't look at her like that because that's my sister. But she is fine.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl. I remember y'all was all broke together, honey. You, her, and Steve. Honey,
Me, her, and Steve was broke.
all 3 of y'all was broke. You remember he had the club, you was going to the club, and she picked you up for the club.
Right.
So, there you
Right.
go.
Yeah, we were struggling. That was before the Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Very.
honey.
And me and Erica was college students.
Yes, Lord.
Y'all, please welcome Dr. Bernard Hodges and Dr. Terrence Ferguson. Give it up.
Good morning.
Man, what's up, man?
What's up, team? It's all good to be here, man. Appreciate you having us on here.
Root for the bros doing big things, man. Hey, man, so proud of you, man. Thank y'all both for joining us this morning, man. Now, Dr. Hodges, man, you were telling me that only 2% of veterinarians are black. And most do not know that animal health care is a sustainable career. And now, why is there such a lack of diversity in that field?
Man, it's one of those things where if you don't see black veterinarians, if you don't, you don't think about it. In the South, we all love football, baseball, basketball, so you see kids that want to be that, but nobody wants to be a hockey player because we never see it. So,
Right.
Oftentimes, as a black veterinarian, we kind of go, and we love animals, but we kind of get steered to the path of human health. But, man, veterinary medicine is an amazing career. I mean, I can't say enough about it. And you're from Alabama, one of the HBCU that produces 76% of all veterinarians is Tuskegee.
Tuskegee,
Right.
yes.
It's the only one. So, that's why we got to get, the other schools, and hopefully we get into the diversity plan to help this. And Nat Geo Wild has given us an amazing platform, man. We are able to, kids are able to see us. And so they know, man, I could be a veterinarian. So, man, It's just been a great thing. And they also, yesterday, surprised us. They gave $50,000 to Fort Valley State University, which is our alma mater, for the Vet Tech program. So Nat Geo is stepping up to the plate and giving us a platform.
Now, Dr. Ferguson, at your hospitals, you've trained more than 75 black vets and 150 vet technicians. And this summer, you plan to expand your program nationally and start a mentor and shadowing program. Now, tell us about that.
Yeah, definitely. Dr. Hodges and I, one thing that we take very serious is just being mentors for the youth and trying to grow that next veterinarian. So what we decided to do is we put a program together this summer called Vet for a Day. And basically what Vet for a Day is, we're having students come in that are like 12 to 15 years of age, and we're going to expose them to all areas of veterinary medicine, whether it's trying to figure out how do I get admitted to veterinary school, what classes do I need, all the way up to we're going to let them scrub in, we're going to do some surgeries, we're going to show them how to restrain animals, and just a full gamut and holistic approach to veterinary medicine, because we know that one thing that we definitely have to do to increase the numbers, we have to expose them to it. So this is one thing that we're doing is trying to expose kids to this field of veterinary medicine so that we can hopefully increase that number from 2%.
Man, I got a niece that's getting ready to go off to college, man, and one of my favorite cousins, Dorinda, she has her youngest daughter, and she is so passionate about being a veterinarian, and we were having a conversation about it, and bruh, I'm telling you, man, on the shield, I'm gonna send her to you.
Send to me, team.
Yeah, dog. I'm gonna send her there, man, because I would love our family. We don't have nobody, no veterinarians in our family, and I just want to help her with everything, because that's all she talk about. That's her dream, and it'd be crazy, dog, team, because man, kids be having those goals, and then they say, well, once it get hard, they'll just bring it down to something. Well, let me change my major to something else, because that's going to be a little easier. But I really want her. I think if kids had the experience, do you know that my dad, he's dead and gone, but he was a veterinarian assistant. That's what he did. He worked at Dr. Martin's office, and that's what he did. And I took my dogs to Dr. Martin. He would always tell me all these stories about how my dad worked in there. The love that our family have for animals. Brad has 5 dogs. Brad, go ahead. I know you want to jump in on this.
You know I'm ready to jump in. I got 6 dogs, Dr. Ferguson and Dr. Hodges.
Okay.
I would like to get into one of these classes, because I'm tired of taking my dogs and then they tell me they don't know what's wrong with them, or they give me some steroids, and then my dog still has the same cough or whatever. Like, I want to come take these classes myself so I can learn more, and I want to bring my babies to y'all. I never see black vets. I live in Alpharetta, and I be trying to find them, and I'm like, where are they? I need people compassionate about my babies, because they like my kids.
Oh, that's the big thing, man. That's how we look at them.
Yeah, and you know what, too? A lot of people are hesitant to get into becoming a veterinarian, and one common misconception is that they don't make a good living, or they're told that, it's not a good occupation by family members. For those who have doubts, Dr. Hodgins, what do you have to say, about the pay?
I can personally say veterinary medicine has been amazing to both Dr. Ferguson and I. We is to provide us opportunities to be able to do what we want, buy what we want, drive what we want, and live where we want.
Absolutely. So my bill, Doctor. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just thought about my bill. Honey, my 6 dogs, I might come out of there paying a $2,000-$3,000 bill when they get all their shots and grooming and all that. So y'all making some money.
That. Yeah, people don't know there's good money in it.
Veterinary medicine will provide you an amazing life. I mean, absolutely amazing life. So I think, we think it's an amazing field. We just want to expose kids and let them see us and use it, and that's what the big thing about the platform. And thank so much for cause so many times we get kids reaching out like, I want to be a veterinarian, but I didn't see anybody that looked like me, so I didn't think I could do it. But I'm here to tell you could do it.
Dog team, 2 things I wanted to do on this show is have y'all on. Shout out to Malcolm Walker. That's your LB, dog?
Yes, sir. It's not my LB. I was actually his DP.
Okay. Yeah, dog, you Fort Valley, right?
I'm Fort Valley. Yep, Mighty US 89.
Rude dog, Rick Smiley Springs, Sorrow Chapter 2000, Trade Dog, now Alpha 5. Hey, listen, I want y'all to come back on. I do not want this to be your last time, bruh. I want to open it up where people can ask questions about animals, about animal behavior.
Man, we love to do that, man. We do it. We're doing it across the country. And what's like the big thing is, we a lot of times the black audience don't know. That's why it was so important for us to get on here, because we want the black audience, and we want to teach them about their pets and show them and give them the answers.
Dog, I'm gonna have y'all back on, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Yes. Thank you for all of the hard work that you both put into creating opportunities for these young people, man. and make sure y'all follow them. Check out all of the information available for your family on how to become a veterinarian. Y'all please give it up and show your love for Dr. Bernard Hodges and Dr. Terrence Ferguson. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, Black Tony, what's going on, man? You not coming?
Hey, Shotty, look. We can't talk about work today, Shotty. We got an important thing to deal with right now. I got a situation.
No, we got to talk about work.
Look, Shotty. No, we can't talk about work, Shotty. Take me on the radio. Put me on there with I'm just talking to y'all. Play a song or something so I don't be on the radio. Cause I ain't trying to get in trouble.
Hold on, let me get some music on. Hold on. All right, there you go.
That is just me and you, Shotty. I ain't trying to go to penitentiary.
Give me an instrumental rock, T.
I ain't trying to go to penitentiary or nothing like, cause if I put, boy, I got a situation right now, Shotty. Man, these folks trying to get me locked up, Shotty. These folks trying to get me locked up for real, Shotty. Man, I got something I ain't for the hell, and I'm trying to see if you want to buy it, or maybe Eva want to buy it for a kid, or Rocky want to buy it for his little boy. Look, Shotty, man, the crackhead, and I came over here last night, came over to the trap. You know, I ain't been on the trap in a minute, cause I'm trying to get my life straight. But I've been on track last night, Shotty. He done brought something over here. Beat me. I'm so nervous right now, Shotty. He been over to the zoo, man. I got 2 baby zebras, Shotty. He talking about they were Great Dane puppy. Them ain't no damn Great Dane puppy, Shotty. Them some damn zebra. I know a damn zebra.
Where y'all get 2 zebras from, Black Tone?
He stole them from the zoo, Shotty. It's 2 on. You want to buy one for your little boy?
What zoo he stole them from?
From that long zoo. Shotty, you want to buy one from your... Y'all need it. Man, Shotty, I got to get rid of
Eva, when you like that, wouldn't that be cute to have for little Mike and
I don't want a
Maverick?
puppy. I don't even want a puppy. I definitely don't want a
baby
zebra.
I mean, damn, Eva, you can't get
What do you need a zebra?
They said it's on the endangered list, Shotty. I can't have these things on my possession, Shotty.
What do you feed a zebra, Black Tony?
Shotty, why you don't just buy them for your kid, for your grandkid?
Okay, we'll buy the zebra. What are you supposed to feed the zebra?
Hell, I get zebra food. I don't know, Shotty. Ain't never had no damn zebra food.
What is zebra food?
I don't know, lettuce, carrots. I don't know, Shotty. I don't know the hell they eat. I ain't never had no damn zebra.
Do they eat table food? Do they eat leftovers?
I had fed them some last night. We had some oxtails over here.
No! You gave them zebra some oxtails last night, Black Tony?
I mean, oxtails, some greens, and macaroni and cheese. I didn't mess it up my bowl today.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Speaking of the Undressing Room podcast, y'all, yesterday, honey, oh my God, it was very shocking. Now, people were talking about Eva Marcel's look on the Undressing Room podcast yesterday night. It was with she was talking about Lil' Kim. Now, Eva, you're there. You were talking about Lil' Kim, and you and some of the girls, you and L'Oreal and Dominique the Diva, and y'all said how wonderful Lil' Kim looked. And some people said, well, Lil' Kim should have never changed her face and all that and so on and so forth. And you kind of defended Lil' Kim's look and what have you. And you went on to say what happened to you, that the woman told you that you look ugly.
See, the thing is that a lot of times when you're in the light, people have opinions about who you should be, what you should wear, and what you should do. And I was super young when I won Top Model, and Janice Dickinson, as soon as I won that night, I remember Tyra congratulating me. I was crying. I was super excited. And Janice Dickinson came up to me and told me, well, now that you've won, you have some money, and now you can go fix your nose. Ooh. And I was so confused because I didn't know that there was anything wrong with my nose. But she gave me a
cute little mousy nose.
She just said something bad about Bella Hadid and him. She's just a little bit bitter, like for some reason.
No, Miss Janet is a Hollywood girl. She's a grand girl. She gets to say what she wants.
There's no need to bring other people down. There's no need.
It's not. And if she chooses to do cosmetic surgery, that's totally fine. I'm not against anyone that does. But my beauty is not dictated by Janice Dickinson. So I kept my nose and I found my own strength and my power. And that was the whole point of it, is like, at what point do you stop letting society dictate who you're supposed to be and become who you are,
Right.
Well, honey, she said your nose was ugly, honey. So
she did say my nose was ugly, and I don't care. My husband liked it.
Your nose is absolutely beautiful, Eva. It ain't nothing
Ricky,
wrong with
but
your
you
face.
love me as a person, so you see past my flaws.
No, I don't. But
she shouldn't be staring at you so hard to see what your nose look like. Like, you're beautiful, and that's that. You won, and that's that. She just had to say something to belittle you or something, because I feel like sometimes the older supermodels, especially her, she be a little bitter when it's new ones that are fly that may come in and get they shine. She had her time. It's time for somebody else.
Why do people be like that? Like you take in new talent, young rappers, kind of step back, let them do their thing. I be trying to, mentor some of the younger comedians and happy for them, because you had your time when it was your time. Now it's not your time. You know what I'm saying? Show somebody how to do it right where they can be more successful than you was.
Right. That's hard for some people to accept, Rick. And they don't lose their bitterness about it, and they carry this anger. You got to let that go. You got to pass the torch. You got to give room to the next person that's dope. You got to give props. Everybody are dope in their own way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody's got something unique about them. And I just hate when people belittle other people. You ain't God. Don't judge me. You can't. It don't affect me no way.
And
I get mad when them damn queens be saying little things about Gary's stomach. I'm like, you're not gonna talk about
it. Those girls just mad because, honey, they stomach not. Well, anyway, child. But but Brad, I'm hearing what you said. But it's almost just like with the Cardi B situation. Cardi B got diamond, and it was cubic zirconium when you were doing it, and you didn't get mad about it.
Cubic zirconium. Let's be clear. I was the first to ever sell 1 million records. The first solo female rapper to ever go platinum. Okay, it was Salt and Pepper before me as a group, and me, the Brat. That's right. Shantae Harris' government name was the first. Let's not get it twisted, Mr. Hayes. Throwing it back.
And then she called it Mr. Hayes. I missed.
Wow. I'm sorry, Brad. I got that.
Ain't nothing cubic over here. You come with your little
Gary, you better call human resources.
Let's be clear. That's clarity, Gary.
That's
what you like. That's what you like, Gary. That's what you like.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Brad. What you like, Gary? I mean, look good for you.
Forgive me. I'm sorry, but honey, let me just go ahead and go to the color, girl. I'm just done, honey.
Goodbye,
the color today.
Okay. I feel sorry for your mother. Goodbye.
Goodbye, baby. The color today, y'all, is Florida sunshine, honey. Look, Brad, sunshine. On the high end, you say Florida sunshine, and on the low, you say beautiful orange, y'all. I'm sorry, Brad. I got to do my research.
You're not. You're going to do it again tomorrow.
Right.
Hey, y'all give it up a Gary with the Z.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins, is in the building.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Janie.
Yeah.
Jenkins?
Just another day.
Come on.
That the Lord has kept me.
Come on now.
Woke me up this morning and slid me in my house shoes.
Woo! Yes.
And I had 4 cups of coffee and 6 pieces of toast this morning. I'm feeling good. What you had, Janie?
I had grits and bacon. 6 slices of bacon and grits. 5 cups of coffee.
And I had black-eyed peas and neck bones last night and some cornbread. What you had last night, Janie?
Yeah.
You had the same thing?
Yeah, I had some neck bone last night.
Yeah, I can't suck them like I used to.
Oh, they suck good.
Say what, Janie?
They suck good out there.
You don't get used to sucking on them neck bones. It ain't Christian-like. Here's our church announcement this morning. Govern yourself
accordingly.
Please pray for Brother Lloyd Stewart and his twin brother Larry. And you know they got drunk Friday night at the Elks Lodge and went home to each other's house by mistake. And now they both slept with their sister-in-law. And feel like they committed adultery, and both of them is going to hell.
Wow. Fix it, Jesus.
Oh my God.
The after-service meeting in meeting room 3 has been canceled. You know what meeting room 3 is?
Yeah.
It's been canceled because some nasty rascal done went in there during the service and passed gas and got the whole room and the hallway smelling like old ham juice and spoiled mustard greens.
Oh, man.
So the meeting gonna be outside. They say that gas probably full of COVID-19. Now, it's another homegoing on this Saturday. Deacon Clint Brooks. You know him, Janie?
Yeah.
Now, you know he lost his son, Big Pat.
Yeah.
Big Pat died on Tuesday. Big Pat, you know, he was 38.
Yeah.
And he was 6'6", 385 pounds. And he was suffering from high blood pressure, eardrum leakage, nervous feet, chest hair crabs, chronic knuckle swelling, and mad cow disease. But that ain't what killed him.
What happened?
He died in the drive-thru at Arby's on his lunch break and bet his friend that he can eat a whole beef and cheddar sandwich while he was waiting on his change. And the big dummy choked himself to death right there at the window. So they called the window and they called the police in the ambulance. And they didn't take his body out the car. They loaded it up on one of them tow trucks and towed it down there to Davenport and Harris Funeral Home. And they had a hard time getting him out the car. So they might do a drive-around viewing while he's in the car. They're going to embalm him while he's in his car. There ain't no way in the hell they're going to get that big bastard out that car, Jane. I'll call you tomorrow. All right, y'all, our next guest has an amazing story to tell. She is doing just that in a new book called Here I Stand. In a beautiful state in 2009, she had a near-death experience, was placed in a medically induced coma. Shortly after that, her marriage fell apart, and and her 12-year-old son lost his life in a lake accident. And you may know her as Usher's ex-wife, but she made a name for herself as a celebrity stylist, entrepreneur, and now author. Y'all, please help me welcome to the show the one and only Tamika Foster Raymond. Tamika.
Hey there. Hey, how are
thank
you?
For coming on this morning. How you been doing?
I'm awesome. How you guys doing?
We good this morning. Tell us about this book and how did you know that you was ready to write your story, and self-publish, and what a reader's going to take away from it?
I started writing my book when I was going through my divorce in 2009. I started writing it. And it was kind of like a diary, just writing what I felt and what I was going through. And at the time, I was going through so many different emotions that I was like, I don't need to put this out because I was in a negative kind of space.
Right.
Then, when my son passed away, I picked up and started writing again in 2012. And then this last 18 months, this whole COVID time, I said, you know what? It's time to go ahead and finish that project, put everything together, and create your book.
Well, in your book, Tamika, you are very open talking about the tragic loss of your 12-year-old son. What message would you have for parents living with this type of loss of a child? Are there things that you do to keep his memory alive?
Absolutely. Well, Kyle was 11, so let me just correct. He was 11.
So sorry.
It's okay. He was 11. I have a foundation in his honor, Kyle's World Foundation. I also am working on an animated project that is really, really nice. It's about a middle child going through just middle child stuff. It's very funny, very pop culture heavy, fashionable. And so that's called The Odd Life of Kyle Lyles. So hopefully the cartoon will come to fruition sooner than later.
So, Tamika, what's up? You spent years behind the scenes doing your thing, but once you married old Ush, you were thrown into the media. Ush. And in your book, you talk about all that shock and frustration and different emotions you went through from that. What would you say the hardest part about that time in your life was?
I just felt very lonely. It was hard because, I was going through, I was in a bubble. I was in a glass. I felt like I was in a glass jar. Everybody was just looking at me and, making judgments and creating all these scenarios about who I was. And I think the hardest thing was that my own sisters, was black girls. They did not support me. They, had lots of negatives to say, and they didn't know me. They just really had the wrong stories, I'll tell you.
So, Tamika, now most people know you as the ex-wife of Usher. Now, for other women who are going through or have gone through a divorce, what advice do you have about redefining yourself after divorce?
That's a loaded question, but I would say you have to move on. Number one, I've definitely moved on. I get a lot of questions like, hey, why do you still have his last name? Why are you still Raymond? I have children. It's such a headache trying to go to the passport office and change all your credit cards. And, when you get married, you just get the name. It's easier. And it's also I just filled out a field trip form. It had so many dang questions, but it was good. All the last names were the same.
Right.
Right. It really does help. I think people overthink that little factor. Hell, I earned it, too.
Right.
I know that's right.
Okay.
Well, you really got a bounce back story, and besides the release of your book, tell us what other good stuff you have going on.
Well, like I said, I'm working on my animated project. I have a clothing line called Eli Kish. Eli Kish is a loungewear, luxury loungewear, all silk and linens and all this loungewear. And I have Cote de Jour, my clothing line. So I'm in the fashion thing. I'm still doing it.
Hey, congratulations on everything. Ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for getting up early to come on with us. We really appreciate you and we support you.
I love you guys.
Love you. We love you back.
Love you back.
And we still praying for you because, that's some of the stuff you went through, especially with your son that you never get over or whatever. And I definitely changed my life because I'm always on the water, but I'm extra cautious and careful after seeing what y'all went through. So we just really love you and appreciate you. And thank you so much for joining us today. Let the people know one more time how they can get the book called Here I Stand in a Beautiful State.
Yes, it's available on TamikaRaymond.com. It's also on Amazon, but I prefer you go to my website and support us over there at TamikaRaymond.com.
There it is.
Right.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for Tamika Foster Raymond.
Give it up for Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah, we made it. It's 2020.
Yeah.
It's 2020. Give me A flat. Just another day.
Come on, Miss Bernice.
That the Lord has kept me.
Amen.
My Lord.
You see how I'm on beat?
I got you.
Just another day. Oh, that the Lord has kept me.
Can you hit that last part for us again?
Just another day. Ooh, that the Lord has kept me.
So like she smoked Camel.
Winston.
We gonna call heaven.
Yes, ma'am.
Let everybody close your eyes. Here we go.
Cora.
Hello? Cora!
Yeah, hey, Bernice. Happy New Year.
Good morning, Cora.
Yeah.
Lord, the Lord done blessed us down here on they done put us on the radio everywhere.
So is y'all on 2 or 3 stations up here in here?
Yeah!
Yeah.
We on in Houston and Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit and that place. You
And
sure
the Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Yeah, they need some help this morning.
And back in Dallas.
Yeah.
We excited. How's everything going in heaven?
Oh, good. Y'all, you sure sang that song. You remind me of Jill Linda Brooks when she sang it.
Oh, I sang it just another day.
Yeah.
Get me.
Yeah, that you sure sang that. So, yeah.
Do y'all have any Super Bowl predictions in heaven?
Well, we does, but we can't tell you since we know the outcome of it all.
Right. Is Dr. King now?
Yeah, he's here. Hold on a second.
Put him on the phone.
Yeah, hold on, Dr. King. Dr. King, excuse me. He on this barbecue grill. It's early. He's fixing barbecue. Hello?
Hey, Dr. King.
Yes, Bunny. Good morning. How are you this morning?
You're always barbecuing, Dr. King. How you feeling
Well,
this morning?
you know I love barbecue, and that's the best way to eat your meat.
What you
getting to fix it? I'm always at the grill.
What you cooking this morning, Dr. King?
Oh, Dr. Phil, Uncle Phil was up here, and he wanted a little breakfast, so I fixed about 7 or 8 ribs, a few chickens, 3 turkeys, a goose, and a partridge in a pantry.
All right now.
Tell me, Uncle Phil, he died.
Uncle Phil.
Yeah, put him on the phone.
Hold on a second. He's just eating. Could you empty your mouth a moment? We got telephone company. Hello.
Dr. Phil.
Yes. No, this is Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Oh, Uncle Phil. Oh, I got myself thinking about Dr. Phil in the Oprah show.
He's still alive.
Uncle Phil, I forgot. I didn't know you had died.
Yes, I died a long while ago. You gave me the Big Face Award, remember?
Well, they got us on new radio stations everywhere. You excited? Y'all listening up there?
Oh, we're listening up here, and boy, I bet you they have a lot of food in those cities.
What about Miss Maya Angelou there?
Oh, she's here.
Put her on the phone.
Could you hold, please?
Yeah. Uncle Phil.
Hello.
Maya Angelou.
Hello, Bernie. How are you today?
I'm happy to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad. I want to congratulate. Is Ricky there?
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, Miss Ma.
Hello, Ricky.
Yes. Good morning.
I just wanted to call and congratulate you. I'm so happy for you.
Ma Angelo, I've been a big fan of yours, and I know that you are real close to Oprah Winfrey.
Well, I'm such a fan of yours, I'm an air conditioner.
Maya got jokes.
I know you got a poem, right?
I most certainly do, and it goes like this. Early mornings can be tricky, but that's no problem if you're listening to Ricky. Ricky, Brett, Rock T, and even little Gary. So whether you're rich, middle class, or poor, be sure to listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Thank you. All right. Hold on, here you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me see you, Ricky, one more time. Will you please?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Bye, Ricky.
All right, bye. Did I get everybody mixed up? Yeah, you are. I messed up the bit. So this month, our money expert Janai Thornton has been giving us ways to cut back on expenses and save some money. So if you have a finance-related question for Janai, you can call us up right now, 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. Call us up right now. Janai, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey. What up, Janai? What up? And we're so happy to have you this morning. You know, a couple of weeks ago, you gave us some good tips for looking at ways that we can cut back on monthly expenses. So now let's talk about how we can save some more dollars.
Yeah, we are certainly talking about saving some more dollars today, Ricky. And we can cover everything from how to save money on our utilities, groceries, home repairs, and even car repairs. But let's start with utilities, because a lot of us just kind of accept what we're paying. And we're like, you know what, it just kind of is what it is. But for those of us who are homeowners and those of you who have your own businesses, a lot of us don't realize you can actually call your utility company and ask them to come out and conduct a home energy audit for you. A lot of times it's even free. So this way they can identify other ways to reduce your energy costs and also see where you're losing money. So please call your utility company and take advantage of that. And when you're talking to them, another thing that a lot of us don't realize, that they can offer cheaper rates at certain times of the day. You may want to know what that is. So when you're doing your bigger things like doing your laundry, running your dishwasher, it can be cheaper to do that at certain times of the day. But you can find out what those peak rate times are from your utility company simply by just a phone call.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So, Janai, we are trying to figure out how to save money on all fronts. And on average, Americans are spending about $1,200 a year on prescriptions. So how can we save money on our necessary prescriptions?
You know, this is really a big area for us, Eva. We spend so much money. A lot of us don't realize Costco actually is one of the lowest cost providers for prescription drugs. And you can even get your prescriptions filled there, even if you're not a member. So if you have a Costco in your area, you certainly want to take advantage of that. One more thing that people need to check out. If you have health insurance through your company, a lot of companies pay for something called a pharmacy benefit manager. It's a PBM. With that, a lot of people can actually get prescription drugs through a mail order program, and that can be a lot cheaper too. And one more thing, there's a few really, really good prescription apps. GoodRx is very popular. RX Saver is also a really big one. Those can actually help you save a lot of money on prescriptions, regardless of the insurance that you use, but they can tell you the best pharmacy to get your prescriptions filled in your area.
Girl, I wrote all that down. I was at Costco yesterday. I'm sorry. I got a quick question, Rick. Home repairs can kill people's budgets. What are some things that people can do to save money on home repairs?
You know, what's funny about that, Brett, is I think a lot of us forget about how important our regular maintenance is. Because a lot of times things end up breaking or breaking down because we're not doing the normal home maintenance that we need to do. And that could be something as simple as knowing when you need to be changing your home, like your filters in your HVAC system. So maintenance is critical, and you got to put that stuff in your calendar. Now, if you're going to hire somebody to do it, to get the help that you need, remember the cheapest person isn't always the best person. You want someone who's definitely recommended. You clearly do not want to pay them all that money up front. Deposit up front, a little bit in the middle, and when the job is complete. No one has any best. And please do not take on any projects that you know is beyond the scope of what you can handle, because you don't want to be out there creating some more problems too.
All right. You always not throwing. Good morning.
Well, my question is, what kinds of savings can we use instead of retirement? Like, we want to save for right now. What would be the best way to save your money and maximize your profits, I guess?
Hey, good morning. And you know, I think about money in three different buckets. Is money that we're going to use now, money that we're going to have for retirement, and then that bucket in the middle is just money that we're investing. So you can invest in any type of an account. You know, think about it, whether it's a major company like a Morgan Stanley or through your bank. You want to intentionally invest. And so whatever you like, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, that third bucket of money, that's your investment money that you can maximize now.
All right, Joe, what you not doing? Good morning.
Yes, I would like to know what are the pros and the cons of going to a debt consolidation company. Due to the pandemic, I had a decrease in pay, so I'm finding it difficult to pay my debt.
Good morning, and thanks for calling. Now, there's one nonprofit organization that I like people to check out if they're having debt issues, and that's nfcc.org. Any debt consolidation company, you want to know what this is going to cost you. How much is it going to cost you? Because you don't want to cost you more than what the debt's going to be. How long are you going to be in the program? Is the debt going to be forgiven? And what is your credit going to look like on the other side of this? Ask all the questions, and definitely want to see how they're rated on social media and with the Better Business Bureau.
You're on with your not doing. Good morning.
I was thinking about investing into maybe like some stocks or something, but I really wasn't sure what would be a good one. Like, because I know I saw and heard a lot of stuff about different things on Wall Street that had went down when COVID-19 came, and I don't want to invest my money in something hoping to get, funds from it, and then it all just basically goes down the drain.
Right. Good morning. That's the thing about investing. What we know for sure, the market's going to go up, and what we know for sure is the market's going to go down too. Investing is really about a long-range plan and commitment, not a short-range one. So what I suggest people do is called dollar cost averaging. That means every pay period or once a month, you're having a certain amount of money that you're putting into the market, and you're buying whether the market is high or low. And that's a great way to get your feet wet and begin investing too.
There it is. Janai, let everybody. We got another call? Yeah, you're on with Janai. Good morning.
This your girl, Kiki, and I got a question for Janai. I've been broke the all pandemic long, and my rent $12. I need help with money, how to save. Like, what's some good saving money tips? Because a chick need lashes. I need my nails done. I need my toes done. I need eyebrows arched it and whatnot. Like, how to save money?
I thought y'all were screening these calls. I thought y'all told me y'all were screening these calls. What happened?
That's Kiki.
You got to help Kiki, Janai.
She need help.
Kiki got the back line. She get a special line, honey.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Kiki done broke out the lashes and everything. She needs money for all of that. Why is her rent $12, though? That's what I want to know.
She live in a Pokemon. Tasha drive her.
Do not let everybody...
Well, if her rent is $12, she don't need my help. She good.
Janai, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Please follow me at Janai Thornton, JINITHORNTON. Would love to hear from you.
All right, y'all. Janai Thornton, y'all. Kiki.
Hey.
Don't waste my time, Kiki.
Don't you waste my time.
Kiki,
don't I be starving. I be hungry. I'm broke. I need money. I need cash out. I need like a blessing from you, and you gonna turn around in the fourth quarter. And talk about we'll see what's what. That's wasting my time. When you say we'll see what's what.
Right. Hey, Kiki.
What?
Say good morning to Eva. You know she is your biggest fan. She loves you.
Eva's my homegirl. Eva, what's up, Eva?
Good morning, Kiki. How you doing, baby?
Good morning, Kiki. How you doing? I'm like when you talk to me like that.
You like when she use her white woman voice?
Kiki, I cannot stop laughing. Okay, you said you broke, but did you get your stimulus check?
Did I get a stimulus check? I don't think I did, cause I think I filled it out wrong. I think I filled out the application wrong.
Wasn't no application. They just
there wasn't an application.
Huh?
Did you file your taxes?
I don't got no job.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah, that's
okay. Well, I do have on my porch. I do have on my porch, so that's a job to me.
Right.
Oh, you do hair?
Yeah, she did on her porch. On her porch.
What kind of hair you do?
Yeah, she do. Tell them what kind of hair you do. You do braids and what else?
Yeah, box braid, circle braid. I do. What kind of hair I do?
27 piece.
Huh?
27 piece.
27 piece. That sounds like a big family chicken dinner. I don't know about that.
Do you do quick weaves?
Quick, yeah, real quick. Like if you're trying to get to the club 3 before 11, you can get to me as late as 10:50. I do it real quick.
That's real quick.
That's a wig.
Okay. You must live next door to the club.
Hey, Kiki. All right, so you called in today to talk about the 3 things that white people do in movies, right?
Scary movie.
Yeah, in scary movies. 3 things that white people do in scary movies. Now, what's the first one?
Okay, number 3. White people always walking in somebody's house when they don't answer the door. If you knock and they don't answer, turn around and go home. Always walking in somebody's house talking about, hello, is anybody here? Say something. This isn't funny. Somebody say something. Number 2.
Yeah. Number 2.
White people ain't never got enough gas in their car when they're trying to get away from the monster. Every time they get in the car, no. Come on, quick up.
You are facts. You are stating all facts.
Man.
They never have gas in the car.
No lies.
And what they say? What they say to the car, Kiki?
Come on, quick up. Come on, don't do this to me now. Don't do this right now. Come on. He's gonna kill us.
Gary, is that true?
Baby, that is so true, honey. I'm looking at a white girl Niner movie doing that. Yes, Kiki, baby.
And what's the number one thing that white people do in scary movies, Kiki?
The number one thing they do, white people always try to go see who and what made the noise. Not me. As soon as I hear something, Ricky, I'm quick to get my kids. Lamisha, Aquanisha, lasagna, let's go. I think
lasagna. Hey, Kiki. So white people want to know. White people try to go and find where the noise is coming from. What the noise sound like? What do they be hearing, Kiki?
They be hearing something like, oh, I heard a click. Did you hear the click? Uh-oh. Hello? Is somebody in here? Say something. Now my damn car won't start. No. Hell no.
Black Tony, where you at?
Boom. Hey, Rick.
Hey, folks in Indianapolis was asking about you last night, bro.
Hey, I want you to tell me about the folks in Indianapolis, all that. But look, Shotty, right now, I need you to do me a favor, Shotty. Don't put this on the radio, Shotty. Just put me on the other line where I'm just talking to you.
Hold on. Go ahead, man.
Shotty, I'm not even gonna lie, cuz I'm real embarrassed right now, Shotty. I did something real dumb last night.
But keep calling in with an excuse every day for not coming to work.
No, Shotty, I did something real, man, Shotty. Man. Shotty, why you ain't never tell me?
What happened?
Shotty, why you ain't never tell me you can't grill inside the house, Shotty?
What?
I had wanted to make me I wanted to grill me some hot link and some salmon fish.
Yeah.
And it was cold outside, Shotty, so I poured the grill inside, brother. I poured the grill in the kitchen. And
Black Tony.
Grill me some salmon fish and some hot link, Shotty.
Yeah, what happened?
The whole house, it just smoked up, Shotty. Now I can't get the smoke out.
You can't get the smoke out your clothes?
The whole house full of smoke, so I can't get it out. And I done turned the ceiling fan on. I done opened up the window. My grandma gonna be home. You know, she with the molasses. She's gonna be home in a little bit.
Yeah, she gonna put you out, Black Tony. You gonna have to find a place to stay.
So she told me if anything wrong with her, when I get back, she gonna give me a whoop.
She gonna give you a whooping. Black Tony, you paid your 34.
That don't mean that my grandma don't play that.
Open all the windows, Black Tony.
He said he already opened up all the windows. He got the ceiling fan going. Did you take the grill back outside?
It's still hot, y'all. That's too hot. I can't pull it out.
So you just started grilling about 4 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, I was gonna bring something to work. I was gonna bring something, let everybody get some salmon fish and some hot link. I wanted to surprise y'all.
So you was grilling for? So you was grilling for us, Black Tony?
Yo, I was grilling for y'all. I had some hot salmon fish, some small hot link.
And you was doing all that for us?
Yo, man, my grandma, y'all don't know my grandma. My grandma like Medea. She gonna beat the hell out of me when she get home.
Hey, Black Tony, just for the fact that you doing that for the morning show, man, go ahead and just take the rest of the day off, man. You promise you coming tomorrow?
Oh, wait, what'd you say, son?
hardworking women, and everyday super moms. We got a little something for you. It's Eva's Corner on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time. Representing the West Coast. The one and only Eva. I'm talking about straight out of Compton. Is it Compton?
South Central Los Angeles.
All day.
Twin, bruh.
All day. What up, Eva?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Eva's Corner, where we talk about all things womanhood, motherhood, and the juiciness in between. And today, Ricky, it is juicy. I need to know, how many people is one person allowed to date at one time? And I'm going to tell you why I'm asking this question. There is a man by the name of Tekashi, and no, it's not Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's a man, he's a Japanese man out of the city of Osaka, Japan. And he is currently behind bars, Ricky, because a lawsuit was brought against him for fraud because he was dating 35 women at one time. And they brought a suit against him saying that he was a scammer. So this is the deal. He pretended to be serious in a relationship with each of these women. And these women, he was very strategic and made sure he dated women that had money. And they gifted him with a lot of things. His typical thing was to tell someone his birthday was coming up. Though his birthday is in November, all these women think his birthday is all these different days throughout the year. So he gets gifts all the time. Now, his slip up, he told one young lady his birthday was in April, then forgot he told her it was in April and then said it was in June. So she started doing what we do as women and started investigating. Found other women, found out that there were 35 plus women and brought together a class action suit, Ricky. My question is it criminal to be a cheater and a liar? I mean, I know it's morally reprehensible, but is it criminal?
Yeah, if you're using it to take advantage of people and you're getting financial gains while hurting others. Yeah, absolutely, it should be.
I think the fine line is he committing fraud in the process, or are they just giving him stuff of their own free will?
Right. Now, I think the ladies are going to be very upset with me this morning because this man is savvy as hell. I'm sorry. The fact that he has figured out how to juggle 35 women and get gifts from each of them. And this is not a GoFundMe because he lied about being sick. He's just getting birthday gifts.
Gary, do the math. Gary, do $20 versus 35.
$20 versus 35. That'll be $55. But I want to go back to the question.
What?
Whoa. Now, that's $55, $20
that's
for 30.
He was in fundamentals.
That's $700.
He said $20 plus $35.
He said times.
No, I said times.
Oh, time. Oh, I don't know.
$700.
That's too damn much to figure out.
Oh, Gary. Well, Gary, how many people do you think it's okay for one person to date at one time?
That's too much to figure. Okay, even now, it's two different stories. You say how many people you could date at one time, and you said something about the criminality of it. You could date as many people as you want. I think a person should be able to date as many people as they want because the key word is date. So that means I could date you. And that's what's wrong with a lot of women today, that they're not dating. They get with one man, Leroy, and they got to stay stuck with him while he all over the place with somebody else. No, honey, your counterparts, they're saying we're dating so they could date more than one person because we are dating. We're not married. Now, when he was ripping off these women and stuff, that's a different story. That's the criminal part if he was ripping them off. But if they was crazy enough to give him their doggone money and buying him gifts and things like that, that's kind of on them. But as for how many people you could date at one time, you could date as many as you want because you are dating.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But if you're using women for financial gain, that's what a gray area is. It starts to get real.
But if I tell you it's my birthday and you give me $1,000, I mean, that's not criminal.
You lied.
You tell all 30 women they give you $1,000. That's a nice come up.
That's the gray area,
that's
I guess.
A down payment on a Tesla. But you can't ride all of them in unless you get a Tesla Sprinter.
Okay.
A Tesla bus. I just don't think the man should be in jail. I think that's why the TV show Cheaters came about, so that you could know about people that are like this. But as far as putting him in jail, the 3 meals a day, a hot and a cot, come on, man.
Y'all saw the episode of Cheaters with Vanessa on there. That man said, Vanessa. When she walked in there and caught that woman in that lady house, he said, that lady came over here and asked me can she use our bathroom. That white, there was a black man, Gary. That white lady was back there, she was back there butt naked. And she slapped him in the face. He said, "But now, sir." That's my favorite episode of Cheetahs. Boy, hey, if you ever want to use a line, you get caught over there. Just say the lady came over here. She asked if she used the bathroom.
Yeah, right.
And she was butt naked.
She was butt naked in that bathroom. Vanessa came in there and slapped her. Then he was trying to explain. She popped him in his mouth twice. Pop, pop. He said, "Vanessa."
She just came to use the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh man, if you would have started the episode.
Answer to that. You can date as many people as you want to date, but just try not to be a liar. I think that's where you mix everything up. Tell the truth.
Keep it real. There it is. Eva, let everybody know how they can follow you.
You can find me on all social medias at Eva Marcel, Marcille.
Vanessa.